What is up, guys?
Hey
We're back
guys.
with another great reaction. We're in Australia still, and one of you emailed over some great videos and know more about the culture. We love that. So when we dive into these videos, we always say, like, if you're from there, you probably have the best, examples of videos or the best experience because you're from there. And this person definitely dropped off four
A
videos
gem.
for us. 4 videos, actually. And I'm excited because he was like, you get a better take on.
Okay.
So I like this. So this one is titled "The Top 10 Places to Visit There."
Take notes. Take notes.
Let's see how beautiful. First off, before we dive in, it was so funny in the email because, like, where we live, a lot of people who are familiar with California and in Bakersfield, we are known as like dirt farm, blah blah. But we're really not that. Like, yes, we're farmland, but we have civilization. Like, we have communities, but a lot of people portray our community as, oh, they're all just dirt, Bakersfield.
Yeah.
So he said in the comments, he's like, well, Australia, it's not just all dirt. Honestly, my thing is, I just think of, every time I think of
Land.
Australia, land and kangaroos. Land and kangaroos. So this is going to change our mind. This is going to change our mind. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan, and I recently returned from exploring down under, and I want to share with you my favorite places.
No way is
so
that
here's
real.
my Australia top 10.
That looks fake.
Australia is a massive country, home to some of the world's most beautiful and diverse landscapes. From the pristine beaches of Esperance to the tropical island of Lord Howe, Australia is waiting to be experienced. Let's start this video off on Tasmania. Located off of Australia's southeast coast, Tasmania is an island home to some of the country's best nature and wildlife. I spent a few days road tripping Tasmania, and I was blown away by the beauty of this place. One of the main reasons I wanted to come here was to visit Cradle Mountain. It's
So anyone
located
can
in the
just go?
Central Highlands of Tasmania, and the area is part of Cradle Mountain Lake St. Clair National Park, and it's home to some of the most beautiful scenery in Tasmania. What really drew me to the area is the wombats. They're the cutest animals I've ever seen, and there was this place called Ronnie Creek where you could go on these raised walkways, and we saw at least 20 wombats. I mean, it was so peaceful to hear them munch on the grass. I mean, talk about nature ASMR.
It's so wild because
Oh my god.
we've talked about this in previous videos, like when the UK. America has its places that are nice. It does. You got New York. That's a place you can go to. You want to see some nice stuff. We never been there, but know of it. We have family that's been there. And then you have like places like Vegas, which is not as nice as it used to be, but
it's one of those.
One of those main attractions.
Yeah.
But it's like every time we go visit somewhere else, they have just natural, beautiful land and water and animals, and it just seems so peaceful.
Yeah.
And I saw a video
I
this
love
morning.
greenery. I love when it's so open and nice like that.
I saw a
Not
video
saying we
this
don't have
morning
it, but
on
we kinda
TikTok,
really
and somebody
don't.
said this, and I think this is the real reason why they want to ban TikTok. You can have your theory on this, but I just came across a video before reacting to this, and the guy said, "Oh, he was in, I forgot where he was, but it was like, he was like, it's so beautiful here." He was like, "But then we got America, stressed out." He said, of course, other places got their flaws, but he's like, they just seem happy. And I said that. I said, I bet y'all walk outside happy. I bet when y'all go outside, I could just go walk somewhere over here. You can just go out there and walk and clear your mind and come back home and be good.
I don't feel like we really have
Nothing.
beautiful things like this. I mean, but then it's also, again, look where we're located compared to where others are located too. That's what's up.
Very true.
Now, another incredible place in Tasmania is Cape Way. Located on the Tasman Peninsula, Cape Way is home to some of the tallest sea cliffs in the southern hemisphere. You can reach it by a 10-kilometer hike, but we decided to take a boat tour out to Cape Way. It took us about an hour to get there, and the views along the way were amazing. Once we reached Cape Way, I was just amazed by the size of the rocks and sea cliffs, and it was such a spectacular area. After, we're going to head to the mainland to visit Western Australia. Before I came to Australia, I thought it would be feasible to road trip across the country in a day or two until I realized it was a 40-hour drive from Sydney. The 4-hour flight is definitely a faster option, but if you want to do a week or two road trip, it would be an incredible drive. Now, the capital of Western Australia is Perth, which is the fourth most populous city in the country. What I particularly liked about Western Australia is its coastline. The beaches are home to white sands, crystal clear waters, and kangaroos just chilling on the beaches.
Just chilling.
The area around Esperance is particularly beautiful. It's home to some of the whitest sand in Australia and the world. I mean, I can't believe the beauty of this place. Now, special thanks to my friend Earth with Tom for sharing his footage of Esperance. He makes great videos of Australia, and I'll link his channel in the description so you can check them out. One of my favorite beaches in Esperance is Twilight Beach. It's located 10 minutes outside the town of Esperance, and it has this massive rock just off the coast that is popular for some cliff jumping. Another beautiful place in the area is Cape Le Grand. It's a pristine coastline home to these untouched beaches, and maybe you'll see some kangaroos roaming around. After, we're going to head into Australia's center to visit the outback. Now, when you look at Australia from space, you'll notice that basically all the cities are on the coast, but the interior of the country is an orange, desolate landscape with hardly anyone living there, and that's the outback. The most iconic landmark in the outback is Uluru, or Ayers Rock. It's a massive monolith made up of sandstone. You can reach the area by flying
from Moana. You know, when she's laying on the side.
Yeah, every time I see big rocks now,
it's like, never the same.
No, big rocks I learned, like a religious standpoint, how they look like animals. Mm-hmm. And they don't want to look at rocks. So think of it like the giants, like the bigger animals. Like sometimes it could be like it could be one of them. Could be on an elephant right now. I could be on a fish, a shark. I could be on a mammoth.
Yeah.
Into the nearby town of Uluru, or also by making the 4-hour drive from Alice Springs. Now, Uluru is a sacred site for the indigenous Australians, and it's believed to be a resting place for ancient spirits. There's definitely an energy there, and it's just bizarre how it sits alone in the desolate outback. Afterwards, we're going to head over to Brisbane. Located on the east coast, Brisbane was founded in 1824, and today it's the third most populous city in Australia and the capital of Queensland. It's a beautiful city built on the Brisbane River and has an average of 260 days of sunshine per year. Just from Brisbane is the Gold Coast, which is this incredible city with a huge beach contrasted with skyscrapers. If you want a more natural setting, you can embark to the Glasshouse Mountains. Located about an hour's drive from Brisbane, the Glasshouse Mountains are a group of 13 volcanic peaks. They are some of the most peculiar mountains I've ever seen. The tallest is Mount Birwa, with an elevation of 556 meters. If you want to see them from the air, you can take a scenic plane tour to witness these unique mountains. After, we're going to visit Whitehaven Beach. Regularly voted as one of the best beaches in the world, Whitehaven Beach is located on the Whitsunday Island, and you can reach it by taking a boat or seaplane. The boat tour is the most affordable option, and you can reach Whitehaven by departing from places such as Airlie Beach or Shute Harbour on the mainland. Once you arrive at Whitehaven, you'll be amazed by the surrounding scenery. The sand is made up of silica, giving it its white color, and when combined with the blue ocean water, it creates this swirly turquoise mix that winds back into the island's inlet, and it's just incredible to look at. You can get an elevated view of the area from the Hill Inlet Lookout. I mean, this place is on another level. Another incredible destination on the nearby mainland is Cape Hillsborough National Park. Now, when I imagine Australia, kangaroos on the beach always come to mind, and Cape Hillsborough is one of the best places in the country to see them roaming on the coast. If you want the best chances of seeing them, you can wake up around 5 a.m. to witness the king.
I feel so stupid.
What?
Because I never knew that's how they walked. I always thought they jumped. Like, they only on their 2 feet. I thought that's how, like, they jump.
No, that's mostly.
Or, like, their tail.
Because that's how you mostly see them, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know they
I don't think they walk a lot on their fours. I could be wrong, but I don't think they. I think it's
but
like.
But now I see why the tail is so, like
yeah.
Like this, you know? Like, it's like that. That's crazy.
Maybe they, like, lose hair because they drag it so much.
Or it's probably just, like, rough. Like, their paws.
Kangaroos and wallabies on the beach for sunrise. I mean, it's such an incredible setting with the rising sun and the kangaroos feeding on the mangrove sea pods and seaweed. After, we're going to head back to the ocean to visit probably one of the most famous places in Australia, the Great Barrier Reef. It's located in the northeastern coast of Australia, and it's the biggest reef system in the world, stretching over 2,300 kilometers. It can be seen from space and is the world's largest structure made by living organisms. It's easy to see why it's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. It's home to over 10% of all the ocean's fish species, and there's also plenty of whales and sharks. I mean, it would be a dream to scuba dive here one day. A potential city to access the Great Barrier Reef from is Cairns. It's located near some of the most prime coral reefs and islands of the Great Barrier Reef, and you can reach it by taking a 40-minute boat ride from Cairns. Afterwards, we're going to head up north to visit the Daintree Rainforest. Located about a 3-hour drive from Cairns, the Daintree Rainforest is a combination of massive mountains, pristine beaches, and possibly the oldest rainforest in the world, which began over 110 million years ago. The rainforest is home to animals such as the southern cassowary, and I particularly like the area around Cape Tribulation. I mean, just so scenic with mountains covered in lush vegetation. It's definitely one of my favorite places in Australia when it comes to natural beauty. After, we're going to head back to Australia's cities to visit Sydney.
I knew that was Sydney. You want to know how that was Sydney?
I know of it, but I didn't know what it looked like.
I did, because of Finding Nemo. Or the Finding Dory. It's one of them, but I remember that's Sydney. That's Sydney.
I never knew what it looked like, but I've always heard of Sydney, Australia. That's like a popular... I think that's a popular American place to tour too. I think they go to Sydney a lot. Cause I've always known about Sydney, even before Nemo.
When people tell me where they vacation or they go somewhere, I've never heard of anyone say Australia.
Yeah, Sydney is like one. But they don't say Australia, they say Sydney.
No, I've never even heard it. I've always heard people say, "Oh, Paris, Hawaii, France, Greece." Like, but when I think about it now, like I've really never heard anyone say Australia.
I would go.
Or right, I'm gonna be that person to bring Australia out there. Well, where would you go if you could have a chance? Australia. And I'm gonna have to name 3 of these places. But I am now saying I would love to go to Australia. Like if they'd be like, oh, where would you like to go if you had like, a dream destination? Australia.
See those kangaroos.
Located on the southeast coast, Sydney was founded back in 1788 as a British penal colony, and today it's the most populous city in Australia of around 5 million people.
Jeez.
It's home to the world famous Opera House, which was opened in 1973. I really like the beaches around Sydney. One of the most famous ones is Bondi Beach. It's located just 20 minutes outside of Sydney, and it's a massive beach and has some really cool pools alongside the ocean. Just down the coast is also Bronte Beach. It's smaller than Bondi Beach, but has its own charm, and there's this really cool public pool called Bronte Baths that you can get in if you don't want to swim in the ocean. A beautiful place outside of Sydney is the Blue Mountains. They are located about an hour and a half's drive from Sydney, and it's this incredible mountain range that has a famous distinct color due to a combination of eucalyptus oil droplets from the forest combining with water vapor and dust, creating a blue hue. A great lookout point in the mountains is from the Three Sisters. It's only a short walk to the lookout, and you get an amazing view of the rock pinnacles and the mountains in the background. After, we're going to head to Melbourne. Located in the state of Victoria, about a 9 hours drive from Sydney. Melbourne is the second most populous city in Australia and was ranked the world's most livable city 7 years in a row. There's a lot to do around Melbourne.
Melbourne?
7 years in a
row?
Melbourne?
Let me go
I need to watch a video about Melbourne. Why is it
for 7 years in a row?
Why?
Well, we about to find out how it looks.
It's taking a drive through the scenic Blackspur Forest. One of the most famous places in the area is the 12 Apostles. Located about a 3 hours drive from Melbourne, the 12 Apostles is a set of limestone sea stacks. There was originally 8 of them, but one collapsed in 2005 due to the constant erosion of waves and wind. While you're there, you can marvel at the stacks from the boardwalk and many viewpoints. For our final destination, we're going to visit Lord Howe Island. Located in the Tasman Sea between Australia and New Zealand, you can reach Lord Howe Island by taking a 2-hour flight from Sydney. The island is just insanely beautiful. It's called the Hawaii of Australia, and after visiting it, I understand why. There can only be 400 tourists on the island at a time, and another interesting fact about Lord Howe is that it's the largest island ever to eradicate all its rats, which in turn has allowed the birds and wildlife to flourish here. One of the main reasons I wanted to go to Lord Howe Island was to visit Ball's Pyramid. It's the tallest sea stack in the world with a height of 572 meters. It's one of the wildest rock formations I've ever seen, as it sits alone in the desolate ocean. Now, to get to Ball's Pyramid, it was about an hour boat ride from Lord Howe Island. We went with this tour company called Reef and Beyond Eco Tours, and it was an adventure getting there. We boated around the entire sea stack, and I was just baffled by the scale of this place. I felt like Jack Sparrow discovering a treacherous island. We were going to snorkel in the water, but the sea was too rough, so it wasn't possible. After exploring Ball's Pyramid, we headed back to Lord Howe Island and got some incredible views on the way. While we were on Lord Howe, we had bikes to get around, and we did some great hikes. One of my favorites was Malabar Kim's. There were some incredible views of the sea cliffs, and then we walked on the ridgeline to Kim's Lookout, and we were able to get an amazing view of the full island. I mean, this place is paradise. Another one of my favorite things that we did on the island was snorkeling. Lord Howe is home to the southernmost coral reef in the world, so there's tons of great snorkeling spots. We went to Ned's Beach and had a great time swimming in the warm, clear waters. We saw plenty of fish and a few sea turtles. Now for sunset, I love going down to Lagoon Beach to watch the sun light up the mountains of Lord Howe. Places don't get more perfect than this island. Well, that is it for my Australia top 10. I'm barely scratching the surface. I mean, there's so much to see in this incredible country, so I'll be back for part 2.
Wow.
This is a good one.
I'm sad because I want to go there. Like, oh my gosh, Australia looks beautiful. Look, nothing against anywhere we've seen, but Australia is at the top of my list.
Hey, it's
over
no,
everything.
it's a lot. UK, Germany came through with some places.
They did, but I think Australia's here.
I feel like they all like out of. I feel like they all UK, Germany, and
they look so.
And now Australia. Everybody's had beautiful
greenery
places. It's just beautiful places in general
that too.
To visit. I feel like for me, if I invite somebody from any of these places, Germany, UK, or Australia, I'll be like, where you want me to take you? I don't think I got nothing to top what y'all got.
Just take me anywhere.
I can take you to go have fun and
exactly
and drink and party maybe.
But I feel like
we ain't got nothing like that.
No, we don't.
We got a national park. Yosemite's pretty nice, but it ain't
never been, so I don't know. But
the red, we got some stuff. We got the redwoods, the Grand Canyon. There's some stuff out there, but it still ain't.
The Grand Canyon's in California?
It's not far from us. Grand Canyon, maybe it's a drive. You could drive there.
I didn't know that. See, it's sad. It's sad. I knew about the Grand Canyon. I've always seen videos and stuff like that, but I didn't know. Call me stupid if you want. I didn't know it was in California though.
I want to say it's like 4 miles.
I always thought like it was in like a further state.
I want to say it's easy. Yeah, so it's in Arizona. So it's still a drive. I'm saying like it's drivable.
Yeah, so it is.
What I'm saying, what I meant.
Yeah, I want to go to. I've always heard of Niagara Falls too.
Yeah, we got some nice spots, but y'all just got places everywhere.
Y'all can literally go somewhere new every month
and never get bored,
or every weekend, like.
And then I didn't know in the Australia video, this video they didn't explain if stuff costs. Like maybe I know the boat rides and flying if you got to fly to an island. But that's the thing that sucks here in our states. I will say that we learned that you guys, a lot of your stuff you can go for free. It's just you just can go. Where they charge us for a lot of our national parks, like to go to Yosemite, it costs to go to. I don't know about the Grand Canyon if it costs. We never been, but I never looked into the Grand Canyon. But a lot of our national parks and a lot of places you got to go to naturally, it costs, and it's a pretty penny to stay too. And it's like when we see y'all videos, oh yeah, it's free, it's included. Like you can just go and hang around. We got to come up with some money to hang around. Yeah, but this was amazing. I did not expect this from Australia.
I feel like if you really pay attention to Australia, what it looks like, from what the video, it looks like the United States flipped. It looks like upside down.
I can see that. I can see that.
But other than that, this is great.
But as always, we always appreciate y'all tuning in with us. Thanks once again for sharing these videos with us. We really appreciate it. Don't forget we got links to our other channels down below if you can't get enough of us. See y'all on the next one.